back with some more Buzzards, and tonight we are going to be working on the Buggy over here. Ignore these guys. They are going to be getting their oil wash soon. But tonight, we're working on this thing. And what I've done to it so far is I've gone through and I've given it a coat of Vallejo rust texture. Yeah. So, a little bit of in. That is awful loud. Turn that just a little bit. All right. And of course, I hit the add button. Good lord. Go back. There we go. So I'll wait for some more people to filter in here. I hope everyone's having a good night. Oh, wait a minute. I think I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to turn that on. There, live chat is now on. Angle this a little bit better. There we go. So we're going in with the dark rust, just watered down a little bit, so it's not as clumpy as it could be. Ooh, that one's not really secure, so we're going to put a little extra paint at the bottom of that one. Hey Russ, I'm doing pretty good tonight. How are you doing? Get some color on the floor in there. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. I love how my light is just doing what it wants to do, just randomly getting brighter. That's okay. It's a cheapo light. Cheapo ring light. Yeah, I want to get back into Quest, but no one around here wants to play Quest with me. Everyone around here is just like focused on armies. That's kind of like that's kind of the reason why I don't do firefight either. Is no one wants to sit down and play firefight. If they want to do a game, they're gonna do Grim Dark Future. That is good. It's real good when you find a group that you didn't know existed that's just there. Like, I found another guy who's kind of local to me, and then I introduced him to the Michigan One Page Rules Discord. He's like, oh my goodness. Oop. Got the hood stuff. Yes, corrupt them. Show them the error of their ways. Oh, this one's gonna turn out tricky to handle real fast. Buzzards are the best gang. Well, at least for this one. I'm planning on doing like a narrative fight between these guys and my Wob boys. Good lord, there's so much surface area to cover. Okay. That's definitely looking rusted as hell. I love it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get something to set it on so it's closer to the camera every time I put it down, and maybe I could use this to rest it on. There we go. Let me clean out this palette, get all the dark rust out of there. Move on to the light rust spots. Making a mess. So, I am gonna make. There's gonna be a little bit of a change to the channel this week. Not a bad change. It's actually adding more content because a lot of people are getting into OPR on Tabletop Simulator. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna do something called Friday Night Fights, where during the week. I pick somebody off of my Discord to play with on sometime during the week, and it's going to be a 2,000 point game. They can bring whatever they want. They don't let me know what they're bringing, and then I roll the random wheel to see which army I'm going to take. And then sometime during the week we'll play. I'll open it up with showing you guys the roll, and then talk a little bit about the army while I'm constructing it. Sometimes it's real fast, like the one honestly, the first one I got, I rolled it up earlier, and just to let you know how it went, the first words out of my mouth were, son of a bitch. It's one of those armies that I just don't know how to make it work. but we will make it work. I know my finger's going to go right in that later. Yep, it is Fury Road inspired. I did glue some toothpicks and some plastic I-beams. And I feel like I still didn't make it spiky enough. I want to make it look like it's gonna give you tetanus just by playing with it. Yeah, they're definitely going to take the extra spikes upgrade. Again, the music is coming through tinny in my head. Let's turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I feel like you should have had more options for it. Like, even though this is the buggy I'm using for this, these guys are going to be the ones with the drone upgrade. Just because I looked at the drone one model, and I'm like, I don't know where to put spikes on that one. But, you know, model agnostic. Oh, I lost a spike. Oh no. Okay. You know, I said to myself, this is going to take a long time, but here I am, 15 minutes in, and the rust is almost where I want it to be. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start on the boys. We'll let the rust mellow out before I do anything else to it. And their skin is not that one, this one, Desolate Brown. What was it? Neat Buggy recently painted some rats in Clever Fang. Alright, cool. Barely see his hands on there, but I better put some paint on him. Okay. Okay, so there's some orc boy skin. Ta-da! I kind of like the way that ruddy, the burnished red came out on their clothes. So I'm gonna do these guys. Their vests are gonna be burnished red. Yeah, I do wish they had 3+ saves too. The ultra veterans seem kind of squishy. Kind of squishy. Yeah. You know, normally I'd go, well, remember, we're not going 1-for-1 off of 40K, but those veteran orcs they've previewed, man, those things look thick enough to have a 3-up save at least. Yeah, early start because I'm thinking that, well, I thought that rust was going to take forever, but it took about 20 minutes. Just because it's messy. But there'll be more to go on that shortly. Just moving on to another color for now. Okay, what else we gotta do? Yeah, the oil wash in the end is going to save me a lot of headache on this. Not only will it make everything look dusty, but everything on the very inside will get color on it. Need some skulls. Well, got a few. I've got one. Okay, any other thing that I could do this color? Not really. Okay, you don't see their boots, or you don't see their boots enough to paint them. Alright, let's move on to pants. God, this is going a lot faster than I thought it was. I don't even have anything else primed. That's okay, I can do a little show and tell on the next group. How'd I change the head? That's how I changed the heads. I printed everything out in one piece and then just kick-ah! I probably have orc heads in every corner of the basement right now because they go flying. All the animals will, all the cats will knock them around. I'll find them eventually. There we go. I do not have the full range of paints. No, I have a lot of the basics, and then if there's a color that I like, honestly, what I do is I go to the game store like once every 2 weeks, think about what I got coming up, and then I just sit there and stare at it and think about what colors I want. So I'll pick up a new color like every 2 weeks, at least one new color. And then sometimes those colors don't work for what I want them to do. Like I got burnt moss. I thought it was going to be a whole lot more green than it was. It's kind of just like a gray, brown, green. It's bleh. Okay. So we have come this far. I don't want to do the black yet because that means I want to do. I'm going to do the tires, and I want to hold it by the tires for now. So we will move on to all of the little tassels and stuff. All the parts that are stuck together. We want to do those. Well, we're going to have to do them white first to come back from the rust. And then white is just apple barrel white. Just white is white. It doesn't matter who makes it. Yeah, it's the OPR buggy with some added spikes and different heads. And the reason I did different heads is because I'm basing it on the buzzards. And you don't really see their faces anyways, because they're all covered. So I got kind of close with an orc commando head. Ooh, slaughter red and rough iron. Well, I found if you're gonna do slaughter red, you got to put it on like you can't water that one down, otherwise it kind of takes on a pink. But if you do it right out of the bucket, hell yeah, it looks good. For the spikes in the buggy, well, there's toothpicks, obviously, and then there are metal or plastic I-beams that I got from the railroad section of the hobby shop I go to. Just stuff I always keep an eye, stuff I always look at and go, I wonder when I'll ever use that. Yeah, see, the rust isn't exactly dry yet. That's why we got just bleh. But that's okay. We can make that work. Well, on my war boys, all the vehicles in the war boys army have license plates that say dumb stuff. But bumper stickers is definitely an idea. Okay, I think that's all the random tie-off spots. I think maybe I can get that one a little better from this way. Oh, of course I hit the pipe. Damn it. That's alright. I'll make it work. Okay. Let's do a little metal poking. A little metal poking. I think on the next one I do, because this army is going to have two of these in it, I'm going to do like, get some plastic card and make some jagged stuff for the hubcaps. So I was looking hard at the reference picture and I noticed that. I was like, oh, I didn't do that on this one. So, yay, next time. Oop, as I drop it, go over here. There we Let's use you again. Yeah, let's use you again. Buggy! So as I was saying earlier, we're going to do a little change up to things on the channel. We're going to add another video type. We're going to see how it works. The yellow fluorescent? Maybe. I don't have any fluorescent paints. It's one of those I should get sort of things, but every time I look at it, I'm like, nah. But yeah, we're going to do a new video type on the channel on Fridays. I'm going to pick somebody out of the Discord during the week, and then we are going to do a tabletop simulator game. And the way it's going to work is that they will be able to take whatever they want, 2,000 points, and then I have to use the picker wheel to select the army for me, and then I make an army out of that. And I'll talk a little bit about like my ideas on why I'm putting what in the army. So it'll be like quasi-competitive, but I won't know what I'm taking. I won't know what I'm allowed to take before I take it. So there's the random element to it. And then we'll play a standard game of OPR. Maybe randomize the deployment zones, and we'll put the objectives where we want to put them, and then go from there. Should be interesting. All right, I want to go through with the white again, just on a few little spots. Yeah, get some more community involvement, gets another video for you guys every week. And I have an excuse when I lose terribly. Everyone doing all these tabletop simulator tournaments have encouraged me to do something with it. That is always fun to see what other people around the world are doing in OPR, what their thoughts on lists and stuff are. How are those go? I've had lag problems on one game. The funny thing was, he was from California, and earlier that day I connected to France, no problem. So I think that might have been on his end. Yeah, no real problem. We still got that game finished. I'm sorry, I'm having to hold this thing really awkwardly while I paint it. Yeah, an OPR video game might be successful. I mean, it depends on what you do with it. We've seen GW try to make quite a few video games, and maybe 10% are successful. For every Space Marine 2, there's an Eternal Crusade. And then for every Dawn of War, there's Dawn of War 3. That thing fell apart. I mean, we could wish for stuff like that all we want, but then you got to remember OPR is like 15 dudes spread across the world. Who are the ones that run stuff there. So maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Yeah. I don't know, man. The way the hobby and stuff is going, the only way for OPR to go, just because the way it's designed is up. Oh, I missed that thing on the gun. Because like all the other companies, what's up, Varmin? While the other companies are like losing ground because people, just don't want to spend as much on stuff, or they're waiting on new releases or the game changes. I mean, OPR just being it is the budget war game at the moment, but when you get into it, yeah, it makes you feel weird, doesn't it? Like, OPR doesn't have the problem that other companies have. Well, not yet. Like, they don't got to worry about shipping physical stuff I know they are coming out with their physical 2-player book, but they got low overhead. They freelance a lot of stuff out when they need it. I think the game is just in a good spot. If we're doing a rocket poking out, we got to do it red, right? There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping they do more physical stuff, like physical starter sets. I mean, the 2-player set's good, but starter sets for the different armies are great. And then, I mean, for like regular stuff right now, for regular stuff, they could just keep it to their Etsy store. I mean, I don't know if they want to start producing stuff and putting it in boxes. I have no idea what the overhead looks like on the production that they're using, because I know they're using that company out of Poland, I think. And I have no idea what that looks like. I don't pretend to know what that looks like. Alright, let's start doing some black. Ooh, we gotta knock this down a little bit. Yeah, printing is becoming common too. I'm doing this the wrong way. Well, there's different guys out there who have made the OPR tokens into like a 3D token. I have a few of them in the garage, even though I constantly forget to use tokens. I have them. Yeah, that might be a cool idea. Okay, so that's it for those two. All right, we'll do that little bump on his head. Look at that too. Why? Because we're not too fussy. With the black buzzard feathers. Feathers? I think that's all the feathers. It's just those back there. Okay. Let me try something. We don't need to do that. Oil wash will get it. God, I rely so much on the oil wash. It's ridiculous. But just to show what an oil wash can do. Let's see. I'm sure I got a double in here somewhere. Yeah. So this is the guy before the wash. And this is him after. Just kind of deepens everything up. they're all definitely getting a brown oil wash. Okay. What else do we want to do? I had something else in mind. I forgot what it was. It'll come to me in a second. Oh, I want to do the wrappings. Still not dry. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, I guess it's time to do the tires. There's a lot of tires. How am I going to hold you? Yeah, Lord, it's got extra set. I mean, go more faster. Ooh. Might as well just leave this open. Good Lord. I am still looking to do an epic thing. I think on... I gotta record it this week, but I've been informed of Tiny GF. Someone has already gone through the legwork of doing an epic game for Grimdark Future. And I'm going to be solo playing that this week to do a video on it. I think it's going to be next Wednesday, because this Wednesday you guys get the first campaign episode. All right. That is going to be that before the oil wash. That is what she is going to look like. Put the camera up a little bit. Ta-da! Rusty, rusty, rusty. Man, I got done early tonight. So let's do a little show and tell. Let's do a little show and tell. One thing I did notice that I printed the full model, just because it just barely fit on my machine. But one thing I noticed is they did make this hollow. Okay, let's come back down here so I can focus on stuff. They did make this hollow, but they forgot to put holes in the tires. So I put my own holes in the tires, along with the only holes they had were these two. So I put extra holes all along it, and so that just made draining so much easier. Because these wheels look like you were going to have to like get in there with a light or something. I don't play that. Extra holes. Holes where I don't see them. So yeah. Look at this. Just the difference between those two. Yeah, the spikes were definitely a good idea. Okay, and then next, I think on Thursday, I'm going to spikeify one of these. And we'll do this. Hell, that went so fast we might do both of them next week. Or not next week, on Thursday. And then, as a preview of what I got coming off the printer right now, ha! Thud. The next army in the lineup are Wood Elves, and not the normal Wood Elves. These are the Beetle Boys. Spike trikes, yeah. Let's just get this off. This isn't cured yet. Don't tell anybody. They get mad at me when I do this without curing it. You're touching resin. It's been washed like 4 times. Hush. There we go. Next are going to be the Beetle Boys. Doing a whole army of Eternals for the Wood Elves. I'm even doing the giant beetle too. God, I hope I get it done in time. It's like 5 plates. Yeah, I got a unit of these. I got 2 units of them with bows because I don't know why. I'm on a ranged stuff kick at the moment for fantasy. Especially because these are quality 4. So they're not... As far as range stuff in Age of Fantasy go, they are pretty darn good. Yeah, and that's all I got at the moment. What do you guys want to talk about? I want to talk about anything before I get out of here? I feel like I am way early. Yeah, it's only 10:30. We'll sit here and de-support some of these. Yeah, sorry, Doug. Here, I'll pull it over. Here we go. That was done. It got done real fast. The rust just went on like a dream. Then, of course, she's going to get an oil wash, and then everything is going to get like a light dusting of khaki, like a khaki dry brush. Okay. The upcoming, the official OPR upcoming narrative campaign. I haven't even looked at it really. I've been real busy. I've been head down and doing stuff. Have I seen the channel? Yes, that is Grounded Effects. I think that does that. He made the Space Marine hover tank that's actually a drone. He makes some cool stuff. It's just another level of hobby that I think is cool, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be more expensive to get into than this stuff. Yeah, the hobby shop I go to right now, which is the one next to work. I have the label on one of these. It's Ryder's Hobby Shop in Flint. And we catch up on some army list I missed at the price of can't be. Yeah. So I go to Ryder's Hobby Shop in Flint, and they have a big RC section. And I saw some guy walk in there. I just went in there to buy like 2-3 paints, and then check out the specialty stuff they have for paints and stuff. That's where I picked up. Where is it? That's where I picked up the rust oxide patina. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, some guy in front of me dropped $3 grand on RC stuff, and I was like, ugh. I thought 40K was expensive. Well, it's not next. It's close to work. I used to go when I worked down in Howell, which is a half hour the other direction. I used to go to a place called Upkeep Games. And they were pretty good. They have like a big 40K crowd there, but never really. I don't know. I never. Now where it's a half hour the other direction, I'm like, I don't know. I'll go there for like a special event or something, but I'm not going to go there on just a random Saturday. Yeah. Eons of Battle did, what it would cost to start an army. I had it playing in the truck, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. But yeah, some things are just way expensive. Even stuff that they used to say, hey, it's cheap. You can start it for like less than $600. Not no more. Not no more. So that's done. 10 guys ready to go into the fryer and get cured up. Yeah. Well, guys, that's all I got going on tonight. I feel like I'm leaving you hanging. I started a half hour early and I'm done a half hour early. So, the Halfling Vampires are up. Awesome. I'll go check those out. What else we got? Just laying around. I've been busy doing all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, Deck has got some good stuff. I really like their selection of their Marines. I never the Bushido stuff's a little interesting. And then they made Bushido Orcs, and I was like, I don't think so. Yeah, so guys, instead of me just sitting here rambling for a half hour, I think we're gonna call it there. So yeah. You guys, you're awesome. Thanks for swinging by. Next time I know I could do 2 of these in an hour. Hopefully, that's what will happen on Thursday. And hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.